Welcome back to this next edition of the Burgundy Breakdown. We got a lot to discuss today. The schedule came out, fellas. We are feeling really good about this schedule, but you know what? We're going to get right into it right now, and the Burgundy Breakdown starts now. It is May 14th, 2025, and the Burgundy Breakdown starts now with the schedule released today. How you guys feeling about this schedule?
One of my favorite days of the off season. It's here. It's here. I've been locked in all day, excited, going tweet by tweet, leak by leak.
Yep.
I'm ready.
It's pretty much our Halloween. You get a little treat here, a little treat here, and you trick or treat until the schedule is released.
Man, I'm super excited for the schedule release, really because we're good now. So it's expectation. And a lot of people typically would love a sweet schedule, but I see straight bump after bump after bump, and every week is gonna be must see TV. I'm looking at that Caleb Williams game. Like, let's go Chicago, year two. I'm looking at that Detroit game, that Green Bay game, week two. Like every week is bump. Like there's no easy game on the schedule. Shoot, even the Raiders. Like I think it's bump every week, and I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way because that means we're getting battle tested throughout the season. That way, when we get to the postseason, we already done went through a grueling schedule, so this ain't gonna be nothing. So I'm excited. We're gonna talk about it and some more. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing good, doing good. So start with you, John. Give me your sentiments on this schedule release. You know, what was you thinking? The Commanders, you know, every year they post something via Instagram and Twitter in competition with the other teams. What's your thoughts on that?
This year, like, it came out, I don't want to say late because it was 8 o'clock like usual, but compared to the last few years, that's like, oh, we're gonna go to the Smash room, or we're gonna pull hats or whatnot. This year they went, and not just them, like the Chargers went there, and other teams went like the video game route. So we went Commander's Typhoon. I can pull up the tweet real quick if we want to watch it all together.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's present. Let's share the screen. Share the screen. Alrighty. Y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Let me add it to the stage.
No, you got to pull it up.
All right, there we go.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
Alrighty. Audio is off because we are not getting trademark or copyrighted out here, folk.
Shout out to the creativity.
Our whole media team has stepped up these past 2 years under Josh and Magic and Mitch.
Mm-hmm. Them people on the bottom left, they got the weeks popping up.
Yep.
Town to town.
There's like a theme park, old 80s, 90s game, but they got a little bit different. This is my favorite part. If y'all watch the full video on Instagram and Twitter, they got the Hail Mary audio on this.
Mm.
Oh, and then the end makes it even better. And there goes Chicago. Crash and burn. Legitimately the best one. It's hilarious. Jerry's World in Texas.
Wow.
All the fans just rushing. Chiefs Kingdom. And then up at the top, you're going to peep this. Chiefs Aholic going to jail.
Mm.
Seattle.
The Towers.
Just raining.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but wet weather.
Detroit.
Little go-kart. I ain't mad at it. And then we in Madrid.
The water.
Mm-hmm. I want to know how long this took. Because this is easily a 2-month adventure. Because a lot of this is not easy. Yeah, week 12 bye week. This is new for us, having a week 12 bye week. I'm used to a 14, 15 week.
Right.
We in Mile High. Oh, yep. All the way to the tippy top. Vikings. That's just like a classic, just Viking theme park ride. Is that swing boat? Giants in the gridlock.
All the taxes. Go ahead.
Louisville leap for Philly. Wee.
Go ahead.
And they do it twice.
I should have did it 4 times. Go ahead.
2 times 2 is 4, so there we go. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. I like it.
And then the Philly special. Week 18. Yeah. They running down sick. Throwing up. Barfing up. Sick to my stomach.
Yeah, very creative.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Like, as much as it's just kind of, I don't want to say generic or basic, but for a schedule release, I thoroughly enjoy that a lot more than I thought I was going to. How we feeling about this? How we feel about this?
I'm gonna just keep it a buck, man. I feel great about it. You know what I mean? Our team coming from the slumps, you know what I mean, acquiring JD5 and having the year that we had last year, and immediately, you know, the NFL shows with playing great football gets you. We're on national TV 8 games, 5 of them in prime time. You know what I mean? We got, what was it? I think it was 2 Monday nighters, 2 Sunday nighters, a Thursday night. Then we're on the Madrid. We got Christmas Day. We got that Saturday game. Like it's lit. The Cowboys on Christmas. You know what I mean? Everybody is big on Thanksgiving, but we got them on Christmas in DC on Christmas. You know what I mean? Then with the Bears and weeks, I think is it Bears week 6, week 7, something like that.
It's week 6.
Week 6, we got them at home on a Monday night, a rematch from the Hail Mary game. You know, shout out to my father-in-law. That's his team. He loved them Bears. That's his hometown, and you know what I mean, we under the lights again. So you know what I mean, he like to pop his shit. And I'm ready for him to pop his shit again for sure, because it's gonna be a great game. So I know that's a game that the whole fam is gonna step out to. So that's gonna be dope. But you know what I mean, a lot of times me and Reedy complained about all these 1 o'clock games, and for the month of October and November, we have no 1 o'clocks.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So it's a schedule that's favorable for us as far as like just giving us excitement. You know what I mean? Some good road games early on. You got Atlanta. That's one of the ones that we got circled last time me and Reedy went to Atlanta. We had a ball, great atmosphere, beautiful stadium. So I would love to get back down there again. I know Reedy got the LA games circled on his list. That's early games. So a lot of these, you know, the good games are during good weather times. You know what I mean? So I'm just excited for it. But I think it's, I mean, we got to show up at the end of the day. None of this matters if we're not winning games, but I'm pretty confident, you know, what we can do. But it's definitely going to be some good bump. So I'm excited for sure.
Yeah. 3 of our 6 1 o'clock games are within the first 5 weeks of football. And that last one is on Netflix. So you can't even say like, oh, well, you're not going to wake up on a Sunday. No. You want a Thursday, Christmas Day. Everyone's going to be home. You're going to watch that game.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, and also my last comment on the you know, week 1, I definitely been, you know, vocal that I wanted the Eagles. Nothing would have been even better than to go back into the link and, you know, pick up what we not pick up what we left off, but go back to where we left off and redeem ourselves in the link and kind of shit on their ring ceremony. That was my wish. Didn't get it, but to open up week 1 in the divisional rivalry is exciting as well. You know, what I mean, with us having, I would rather have Dallas on Christmas than Week 1. So you know, why not open up with the Giants? I think that's exciting. We can come out the gates and you know make a statement. You know, what I mean, as mentioned, the Giants has had a pretty good all season. I mean, the quarterback is still questionable, but I do think you know with that D line and that defense, they're gonna be ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Reed, I mean Z, man, I agree with you with the Eagles thing. So not only did you not get your wish of week 1, they making us wait all the way to week 16 to see them,
Right.
man. And I was so pissed off when I seen this because I'm like, the NFL fumbled. Like,
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
I I don't want, because my biggest fear is we get to week 16, injuries from either side starts piling up, and then now we're gonna sit with whether something happens to us or something happens to them, we're gonna have somewhat of an excuse by that time. Or you look at it like how who knows how the division's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like say somebody, I doubt it, but say somebody got it wrapped up already, or say something like, so many
Yeah.
what ifs could happen. I'd rather give me them like early in the season where I know everything is gonna be settled. Who knows what the heck is gonna happen by December 20th? And then you not only gave us them that late, but you give us to them in a 2 weeks, 2 week span back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Back to
And
back.
it's like that kind of gave me, what year was that, y'all? Where we had, was that 21, 22? We had the final 4 games was NFC East games, or
Mhm.
like final 5 games, something like that. Was all
Yeah,
division
Dallas
Yeah.
games.
twice.
Yep, Dallas
Mm-hmm.
twice, Philly, and
And the
was it Philly
Giants.
twice too, or was it the Giants? I feel like we had Philly
I think it
twice.
was the Giants. I think it was kind of like Philly around the 20th again, because I feel like the last two,
Mm-hmm.
3 years we've been playing them around like that week 15, 16.
Yeah.
But we definitely had Dallas twice. So it was like Philly, Giants, Dallas twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really like my only little gripe, because I want them birds when they healthy, no excuses, nothing, bro. Like I want they
Mm-hmm.
dropped the ball, in my opinion. Um, Other things that stick out like a sore thumb. Hey, NFL, you might as well just add the Falcons to the NFC East, because we play them boys every
Every
single
year.
year. Like,
Them
Pretty
and the
much.
like,
Bears.
yeah, like we might as well add them to the NFC East at this point. But I love
Take
it
take out the Giants,
because,
put in the.
yeah,
Shit,
at this point, right? And I love it too, because not only are the Falcons are better, but Michael Penix is a dog, man. He impressed
Yeah.
me so much when we played them Sunday night. The way I was at that game, I always said, because that was one of my favorite games that I've ever experienced. The way that game started up, thinking, "Oh yeah, we about to route them boys." Was it Quan? They got the pick to start it off. Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking, man, it's about to be lit, man. And
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 then.
he right, and then he showed resilientness. He battled back, went into, like he's good, man. That
Mm-hmm.
whole class is gonna be so good, and I love the fact that we're playing every single one of these guys except for who. We playing Caleb, we playing Bo Nix, we're playing Michael Penix. Is that all of them, or is it, we're missing one,
No.
right?
We no Drake May.
No Drake May. We'll get
No
that
Drake
probably
May.
next year. Yeah, no
Well,
Drake May. That's
I mean,
what.
we'll see them in the preseason, but we were really not going to see them in the preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got McCarthy though.
Oh yeah, JJ,
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
2014.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at this schedule, and I was telling the fellas off, I love it because it's bump every week. There's not one single layup game. Maybe by week
Mm-hmm.
11, Miami's a lay. Maybe Tua is not healthy. I'm not wishing it on him by any means, but maybe Tua is not healthy. Maybe Tyreek Hill's traded by then, or Jalen Ramsey. Like maybe that's the only game that you look at that you could say, they probably somewhat of a layup. But other than that,
Mm-hmm.
every single
I'm
game is bump.
yeah. Maybe the Raiders probably my second like most favorable game, just because that team's in a rebuild, new
Yeah.
quarterback, new running back. I mean, Brock Bowers is still a dog. Their defense going. I don't know if Max and Wilkins is going to be healthy. So the Raiders and then the Dolphins are going to be two. Like if we were going to give you like gimme games, probably going to be those two games, because like Jordan Love, good quarterback. Penix on the rise. Herbert, good quarterback. Williams on the rise. Mahomie, Sam Darnold, he cool.
Skipped over Dak.
Goff. I ain't worried about Dakota. I'm gonna rain on his parade. Jared, Tua, Bo. We haven't seen what this is gonna be the first taste of JJ McCarthy in an NFL game. So that one maybe, but Jay Jettas and Addison. Jesus. And then whoever in New York, Jalen, Dakota. I can't even say Cooper Rush because he's in Baltimore. So I guess Joe Milton and then Jalen again.
Yeah. But Reedy, you know you had some time to sit over there and soak it in. How you feeling about this schedule? I know you got something to say.
I mean, going back to the the conversation about playing the Eagles in week 1, I'm totally glad that we didn't play them in week 1 because I kind of feel like, you know, given all that we have adjusted to this offseason, you know, bringing in X amount of free agents, re-signing these, you know, signing different people. I feel like I want to play them when we're at our best and when they're at their best for John. So I don't want it to be no distractions. Oh, it was a ring ceremony. We had an emotional letdown or anything of that nature. So I'm glad that it's kind of, you know, later on in the season, but I don't know if I would have wanted it within the last 5 weeks of the season, you know, playing them, you know, in the last 3 weeks of the season, I should say, playing them twice. I like the schedule overall. I think, you know, we have the 8th toughest strength of schedule amongst teams in the league. I love the idea of the 8 primetime games. You know, if you talk about Madrid, Christmas, and all of those, you know, different games. The 4 o'clock starts. That's one thing I've been asking for, like why we can't get that second window start. So I'm happy with that. And I think we playing a who's of competition this year. I look at this schedule, and you know, in other years I could kind of like look at it and be like, okay, that's a win. We should beat them. But when I look at this schedule and given what people have done in free agency and in the draft, I don't know at this point. I would think that we're going to be favorable in this schedule, but it could go in either way. So I'll just have to see when the season comes. But I think it's a great competition for us in year 2 of Jaden Daniels in our regime. And I think we're going to come out on the good end of it. But I just have one thing. I just felt like that video that they posted by the team, that was ass. I feel like, why are we like
I knew he was
going back into some retro bowl type shit? Like, why couldn't we be more modern? More.
I mean, the Chargers went Minecraft, so.
I mean, I get it, but come on, man. Like, make it a little bit more modern. Like, okay, like that you're giving me Sega Genesis vibes. I mean, the thing was cool. The thing was cool, and what they did within it was cool. But just the look of it, that retroness of it. So I mean, maybe they're going back to, okay, this is how things were with when we were on and popping back in the day. So I get maybe that concept, but I just
back at RFK.
I would like to see it a little bit more modernized and more today. But that's my only critique on that. But that's really all I got.
No, I definitely see. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, John.
No, good. No, good.
Now, I was just gonna say I definitely feel where Reedy's coming from on that, man, because I feel like one thing about the team and like this area is in general is like it's different. So I feel if I was in charge, I would have tried to make it more cultural than anything. Probably tie some go-go into it, have some of the public figures from this area to get into the. That's just me though. Like make it feel, you know, like just simply for us. I felt not that it was bad. Like to Reedy's point, it's cool trying something different. But for me personally, I don't want to say it was confusing, but like it kind of lacked my interest. Like you know, I kind of would have been. It'd have been cool to have players be involved more so than anything else, or just like tie it back into the city or just this area in general. That's just me though. But at the end of the day, I'm a simple person, y'all. So this right here, what we got on the screen, if they would have just released that, I would have been happy and cool. I ain't even care for no video for real, because I'm a regular person, man. So shoot, I ain't gonna hop on them too much.
No.
But yeah, like as far as the, you know, some of these matchups though, like let's speak on some of the key matchups. How y'all feeling about? I mean, of course, week 1 you got Abdul, you got Thibodeau, you got Burns coming against this, you know, this
Malik.
Malik. But you know, what I mean, that D line coming against this, you know, this semi-new offensive line for us. You know, what I mean, you know, right behind that, you got Green Bay. I forget who they actually drafted a receiver. Was it Golden?
Yeah, Matthew
Matthew
Golden.
Good.
They got Golden. So I mean,
Number
they
22, Matthew Golden.
I mean, for me, that week 1 matchup is not a cakewalk for us. I've been saying that the Giants did a hell of a job in the draft. They got Scatterboo. They got some pieces over there now. Like
Abdul, Darius Alexander.
They may not have figured it out at quarterback per se yet. I don't know if Dart's going to be the guy or if they're going to go with Jameis or Russ or whoever. I don't know what that's going to look like, but that defense line was already kind of scary before what they did this year. So I don't. That's going to be a tough one for us straight out the gate. Like not an easy to go 1-0 in that game.
And their secondary improved.
Right, and we always have problems with New York anyway.
Yeah.
So that just kind of like adds to it.
Yeah.
So
last year, what was it, like 7 field goals? That we
it was like 18,
so
15.
Much happened that game. 7 field goals,
and they missed 2.
Yeah, I was at that game again, and everybody heart dropped because JD got hurt in that jump too. Shout out Malik Neighbors, won us the game because he catch that jump, we lose. Michael Davis was fucking horrible. Like I said at the top of the show, Reedy just reiterated, I'm with him, bro. Like that is not about to be. We already know some foolishness gonna happen, bro. Something whatever. Anytime we see
every year
Giants, bro, we always like even the second game, right? We was supposed to run away with that game. And we still was just playing sloppy and not up to our par. Granted, we did win, but like, it's always gonna be something, right? It's gonna always be something. I think it's gonna be another game just like the past, and I think week 2 is gonna be fireworks. Though.
A few years ago, when Curtis Samuel in the end zone getting assaulted from their QB, from their cornerbacks not being able to catch the ball.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And then when you like the fireworks for week 2, that's definitely true because I forget about Jacobs. You know what I mean?
Josh Jacobs.
Like a real weapon in the backfield. Pass game, run game. You know what I mean? Jordan Love kind of finished the year strong last year. I mean, they still got what's my man name? Is it Watkins? Manai?
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson. Yeah, Christian Watson. I always get him every fantasy year. They still got Wicks. Like they got them young, speedy guys, and like I said, to add Golden to that is just it's a turn up.
I liked the pick for Golden. I just hated the number he chose. He chose 22. I went, I can't get behind this.
Damn, I thought you were saying draft pick 22. He chose number.
No, he was draft pick 21. He chose 22. I said, I can't get behind you now.
Wow, what's that about?
I think this game right there, the Packers game for me, this is personal for me. Joe, even though I want us to win, this gonna tell me a lot about Jordan Love. I'm known I'm known to somewhat disrespect Jordan Love just because I don't know what it is about him. I like him as a player, as a guy, but like it's something about him that I'm just not sold on. Like
apparently
I don't know. Like I don't know what it is about Jordan Love, but I just never give him the credit he has deserved thus far. So this is gonna be very, very interesting to see if he earns my respect on that because I'm not that high on him as far as like when it comes to ranking the young quarterbacks in the league. But that's definitely going to be a game in which it's going to be a lot of fireworks. It's going to be a true test. That's something I didn't even mention about week 1. But we went ham on upgrading the interior defensive line to stop the run because of what Saquon, Jameer, Bijan all did to us last year. Tyrone Tracy, I like him, man. He gave us work the second time we played them in the Meadowlands. So that we're gonna get a true test week 1, but we're gonna get a real test to see.
They got Scatterboo too.
Yeah, Scatterboo too. Yeah. We're gonna get a true test to see how improved Eddie Goldman, Javon Kinlaw, Dietrich Wise, these guys internally.
Jacob Martin.
Yep. Johnny New in second year. We're gonna see how improved this defensive line is because Josh Jacobs, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Real
Then
deal.
Ashton Jetty after that. Oh my God.
Oh
Then
yeah,
Bijan Robinson. Then
Bijan,
Omarion Hampton. Oh,
then
Yeah.
oh my God.
and then Swift.
Shit, the Bears
Oh
got Swift,
man.
and they drafted a running back.
Yeah, I forget who they get.
Man.
I forget who they get.
I forgot it. What is
Chicago
his name?
took. It was a later round too. It wasn't within the first three.
Correct.
It was later. I forget.
And-
Dallas got Jadon Blue. KC still got Isaiah. Seahawks still got K9. Detroit got Jameer. Miami got Achan. And they got, I forgot who they else got. They got Denver got who was Denver's running back?
The Bears, they got Colston Loveland.
Yeah, facts.
They got Luther
For no
Burden.
reason.
That's
Yeah,
what
Luther Burden was a good
that's
pick.
what not to cut you off, Z, but that's what I was talking about the other day when I came across it. I knew it, but it didn't register in my brain.
Yeah.
Then I was like, Colston Loveland, and they got
Yeah,
Luther
Luther
Burden.
Burden.
They
Come
already
on,
had
man.
a Doomsday. They already got
Right.
DJ Moore. They already got Swift. I ain't gonna hold you.
The Bears, it's no reason, Caleb.
Yeah.
It's no reason. Y'all got
Yeah.
drafted.
And he got the offensive guru. They say
Yeah.
Ben
It's
Johnson.
a real test. Now, whether like we said before, whether he can lead men and they respect him is another thing. We'll see.
Mhm.
But as far as the X's and O's, like he know how to draw that shit up. And I mean, I'm expecting high power offense. Got to be better than what they put out there last year. So, like you said, if Caleb don't fall in line, then something really wrong with him because he got everything he needs to succeed.
I forgot they took Kyle Monagai out of Rutgers. That's why I didn't remember. I forgot all about him. That's on me.
Yeah, young and out of Rutgers, correct.
What I see the most, sorry to cut you off one for continuing your point, but outside of Dallas, KC, Seattle, that's about it. All these quarterbacks are drafted 2020 or to now. Dart, Love, and Raiders, because Gino, Penix, Herbert, Williams, Tua, Bo, JJ. Half these quarterbacks are drafted 2020 to now. So nothing but youngins.
John ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight because he ain't remember who they drafted. He gonna be beating himself up.
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be upset. I'm up till 1 a.m.
We can't sleep on the Broncos either.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna bring that up too.
Yep.
Because I think honestly that's gonna be a low scoring game. I know everybody think JD5 Bo Nix, but that defense, the Denver, oh man, they just drafted another corner.
They got the corner Burn from Texas.
Jade Barron, mention Mo with Pastor Tan.
So didn't Terry score a touchdown on Pass Surtain last time though? Like,
I mean, he might have, but
when we went in there, Sam Howell won, and then Chase Young was like, "That's what do you call Sam Howell? I forgot, Sammy Sosa or something like that." So, I mean, I got Terry against anybody. I know PS2 the best in the league, but I got Terry against anybody. That ain't my worries. But I just know that defense is amazing. So
it's insane. That's what Wilson Scott's saying. They had a top 5 pass rush last year.
RJ Harvey, running back, UCF.
That I like that pick.
I don't see no holes in the schedule. None.
No
week that we can go in there and say, "Oh, we're gonna dog them." Oh, that's an automatic victory. It's not happening. Every game here is going to be highly competitive.
I don't see the Jets.
DQ is always talking about this competition. It's really going to show through this year. Really going to show through because when I look at this schedule and just thinking of the stuff that people have, the players, the type of players, the caliber of players that they have added to their rosters, what they already had and what they added this year, it's not no slouch. Even the Cowboys, nobody's no slouch. Like it's no real sorry teams that I can sit here and say, "Oh, we're gonna dominate them." Like it's really gonna come down to attrition and when we play them and what's going to happen with the injuries and this, that, and the third. That's what it's gonna come down to.
You go Dallas. That's gonna be obviously a tough game. Then you got Kansas City. We already know, and we in Kansas City already know it's about to be crazy. Refs this, Patrick Mahomes, Magic that. Come on,
Chiefs
man. It's gonna be loud as hell in the Arrowhead. So it's gonna be, man. I love it, bro. Bring on a competition. Now, I love it in May. We get the freaking November and we sitting at 6 and 10, bro. Because look, it's
We
expectation
gonna be
now.
hot.
Go ahead.
It's
Yeah.
expectation now, Slim. I'm telling you, like we last year was cool because it was Miracle this and Cinderella story. No, we
Mm-hmm.
here expectation. We come on, bro.
Bye week, we
You know what
six.
it
Bye
is.
week, we 5 and 6. Be like, what we doing?
Nah,
No,
for real.
facts. Facts.
We
And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, every year Reedy gets ahead of himself and get the count. It'd be like week
Can't
2,
count
and
him
he was
this
like,
year.
nah
Can't count
for
him this
real.
year.
Nah
Reedy
for
Can't
be
count him
real.
this year.
Reedy be calling me it's week 2. He be way into week 11. I mean, I'm looking at week 11. I'm looking at like 8-3, and we on that last.
Trust
Why
and
not
believe.
us? Why
We
not
still
us?
gonna play them games though. We still gonna play
Yeah,
them games. Don't get us wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
for
still
I
sure.
gotta
I'm
wait.
still gonna
I
be
gotta
sitting.
wait. I gotta wait and see.
Mhm.
I be like,
I
I'm
gotta
still.
wait and
I was like,
see.
chill, Bobby, week to week. He be like, nah, like, think about it. And last year it worked out in his favor. Because usually years
It
previous
did.
it'd be hit or miss. But last year he was like, why not us? We can go on this 5-6 game stretch. We can beat these niggas,
Mhm.
Z. We can beat it. And it worked out.
That
But
was
this
that. Hey,
year,
look,
I already know.
that was that Ron Rivera mentality that Ron beat into us, right? Every year they go
Yeah.
on a 4-year jump, so it's like
4 or 5
we already
years.
know at some
Not
point.
game, yeah.
But look, I'm right with Reedy and everybody else. We looking at it like that, but when we get into the heat of the moment, trust and believe. Week 4, I'm already looking at week 8. Yeah, we can do
Oh
this.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We be playing Atlanta. I'm looking at Kansas City like, what's up?
Oh,
Yeah.
don't let us go 4-0. Oh,
And that's what I'm saying. That's what
don't
I'm
let us go
saying,
4-0 out the gate.
Forget Herbert.
I'm gonna
Forget
be like,
Caleb.
we going
Forget
17
that.
and 0.
man. I would
Hey,
love that, but at the same time, I don't want that chip on our back, man. Because every time a team go undefeated, it's always
Yeah,
demoralizing
It's
when they
always that
lose
one
that
team.
one. Yeah, and then
mm-hmm.
like that curries over to the playoffs. Like I low key don't want that much like attention. Like it's weird because we're going to get it. We can't run from it
Yeah,
because
we're
of how
getting it.
good
Can't run from it.
5 is. But it's like I low key want to have a good like first place like how can I say I want to fly under the radar but still win the division.
They
But it's like,
haven't.
damn, you can't have that if you got Jay
Nope.
Daniels, man. They
2 Monday night, 2 Sunday
Man,
night,
we
a
open up.
Thursday, a Christmas. Like
We
we what are
open
we
up 2
getting?
games in 4 or 5 days.
mm-hmm.
Start the
Yeah.
season. Like, damn, and like Terry mentioned, you got what at the end, it's like 11 days, and you got like three
3
games.
games. Yeah.
Oh, they
But if you
gave
think
us
about
that
it,
this year.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
the
if you look, but if
14th,
you
the
look,
20th, and the 25th. Yeah.
yeah. But if you look, like after the Packers game, 10 days off, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah.
7 days from Sunday night to next Sunday, you go to Madrid, and we don't see them for 2 weeks because bye week, and then you got to get to that next Sunday till Denver. So you've got a little time.
Yeah.
But
Christmas
my
or Saturday, Christmas, and then it's probably going to be January 3rd, 4th, or 5th. So from Christmas till then, you still got another week. So there's like an additional bye week at the beginning of this, just between
yeah,
2 and 3, and then you get to
Mhm.
12.
yeah.
so my
It is.
question is, oh,
It
go ahead,
is
Rudy.
built. It is built in. I was just looking at that. Like they'll have some rest in between. Like
Mm-hmm.
and then that bye week 12 comes at a good time. So I feel like the way these primetime games and shit is set up is we'll get a day here, a day there every every now and then. So that'll help too. But go ahead, Juan.
Yeah, no. So as y'all know, I'm a little laggy, delayed, so it be sounding like it's nobody talking. So that's my bad. But my question I had, I guess, a question for y'all. How beneficial do y'all think that week 2 like 11-day off gap is? Because I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like. I wish we had that like that Thursday night, like right
Yeah,
in that week 5 or week 8 slot or
yeah,
something like that to kind of
Mm-hmm.
because we already got a couple games under our belt. We could really use the 11-day off. Not saying that we can't after 1, 2 games, but it's like now. I mean, I still the positive is this is the only game where you even I don't look at it like this. The only positive about that is you go, let's say week 1 you win, week 2 you win, and you get 11 days off, and you come out the gates and smoke a Raiders team that is rebuilding that ain't good. That's the only
Yeah.
like kind of layup game that you can say that's on the schedule
yeah,
somewhat, and that could be the only positive to it. But I definitely wish that Thursday night was a little later so we could actually need the rest and need the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If it was around that week 5 window, that would have been better. But I also think it's good though on that first part of the season, coming out of training camp and stuff like that, to
You
be
still
able to
figuring
get
things
that
out.
rest. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of balances itself out. But I would wish it was around that week 5 window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that, like you just said, it will benefit to kind of get your mind right, get the gelling. Because I mean, with this heavy schedule that we got, it's going to be beneficial for us to kind of get the ball rolling and gel early. So that could be a positive with that to get some extra reps in and things of that nature. And one thing I was looking at, it was one of them games. Well, it might not work out because the schedule kind of moved around. But when I was looking at the schedule earlier, I was trying to figure out a time. Remember last year where we flew to one place and then instead of coming back home, we stayed I think in Arizona. Yeah, so I was trying to see where we can do something like that.
You
But
can't.
but yeah, the way it's kind of set up, you can't unless you did
maybe
Dallas, Kansas City, but it's not really. It's kind of pointless.
Or maybe Minnesota, New York. You just go straight across. But even then, that's a day drive by
New
itself.
York, New York is 30 minutes on a flight, so they probably not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think it honestly works out between week 8 to week 12. Monday night football, cool. Sunday night, home. 4:25 Sunday afternoon, home. You're already on the East Coast to go over. You don't gotta worry about, well, I gotta fly from Seattle back home and then 3 days
across the whole country.
Flight. Yeah, you're home for 2 weeks, and then you immediately you go there. You can stay an extra day to rest from the morning game, and then you got a bye week. So you almost have 3 home games in those 5 weeks between week 9 and week 12.
I can see them like if Detroit flying straight to Spain from Detroit and getting there early that week, because then they come back and they have the bye week to kind of recover and stuff like that. I can see that happening maybe.
Yeah.
Going
or fly back
Detroit
to DC, reload,
to
go over.
Yeah, that might be the case. That might work itself out. Just go ahead and get out of the way.
Yeah, I figure get on that time zone instead of coming home for a couple of days, then flying, or a day or two, then flying to Spain. Just go straight from Detroit. You're already, you know what I'm saying?
Already tired.
Yeah, but I'm also glad we got this Packers, Kansas City. Like, these games aren't going to be like snow games. And Minnesota has a dome, right? So it's them away games. We don't have to worry about a lot of weather affecting the game.
It's really that last week.
Denver. Oh no, that's at home.
Yeah, that's at home.
It's that last stretch. That's 16, 17, 18. Philly,
correct.
Dallas, Philly. So snow and snow.
So we're looking at it like that at home here, but on the road, you don't necessarily have to deal with that either.
Yeah.
I mean, good weather in LA, decent weather in KC, decent weather, great weather in Madrid. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
I mean, a little chilly in Minnesota, but I mean, if it's 35 outside, it's gonna be about 60 degrees inside, so you're room temp.
Yeah. But they definitely hyping up this. They really making a story out of this Bo Nix J85 thing. Like,
I think based on the betting odds was Bo Nix came in second for offensive rookie of the year, and then it was Brock Bowers. I think that's why the 2 best quarterbacks out of that class.
Yeah, I mean, because my man Craig, we've been talking about it. He was like, man, we got y'all, man. I'm at them games. Tell Reedy I'm at the games. We're gonna be popping our shit. I'm coming to the tailgates. So then it's a Sunday nighter. So that adds the extra excitement to it. And he's like the only Broncos fan I know. And he's from here. Like, he ain't, you know what I mean? So it's just like he ain't reaching, you know what I mean? It's like literally all his life he's been a Broncos fan. So it's definitely gonna be up, but I just a part of me just feel like they just gonna push and gas this Bo Nix JD5 thing, and he's definitely be in my ear about it. Like, yeah, Bo Nix, don't sleep on Bo Nix. And Bo Nix definitely had some games last year early on, and I'm like, yeah, I see him being all right, but yeah, he not 5. I'm gonna just say it now. He ain't
I,
five.
it's more the fans because I don't think I've seen one solidified, verified piece of media saying, well, this Bo and Nick Jaden Daniels matchup is gonna be absolute fireworks. It's gonna be, Commanders in 5. It's gonna be this, this, and this. It's okay. We got 12 weeks till that happens. The Craig is right here.
JD5, baby.
We got 5 on it.
I love how, and this just goes to show you the changing of the God. Like outside of what Green Bay. Oh well, Kansas City too. I was gonna say it's like they want to come to us like for the prime time jumps. About to be at FedEx or Northwest. Gonna have the Sunday Night Football banner right there by the home goal line. Like I'm telling y'all, man. Like I can't wait to 2030, man. Hopefully we got a bowl by then. Hopefully
Nah,
because
for real.
like
That's just gonna add even more.
man, they might make every game prime time 2030.
Hold on, we got a home Monday nighter, 2 home Sunday nighters. Wow.
Yeah. If he goes to the next one, it highlights the prime time.
Yeah. Christmas and the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. The 5 true primetime games. 2 on the road, 3 at home. All I know is most of us who make content for our Commanders we're all gonna be asleep by the time these games over.
Shit, let us
about 12:30 come around, we'll be like, do we record? I gotta be up for work.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, like just these primetime games.
Yeah.
Like Reedy Field is gonna be lit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be lit down here at Reedy Field. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Come through, John. Pull up, John.
I'm gonna try.
I was just about to say that. I was just gonna say that. I was just about to say that. I mean, we'll talk about that off air, but like, I know this was like an off-season thing, but like, what if we had like a Burgundy breakdown stream the game? Like, you know what I'm saying?
The crazy thing about it is, I just was talking to Z about that the other day. I was like, yo, I love everything we're doing with this, and it was originally thought to be an off-season thing, but I said like this shit would be lit, like if we went to the season still doing this, like,
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah, because I used to stream the games every year. I kind of stopped doing it, but like I feel like having people with you makes it better because it's like so like definitely that'll definitely be lit, especially for some of these prime time games. Don't let us win. It's gonna be y'all gonna think it's gonna be a Super Bowl and it's only week 5. I'm telling you, man. Like last year, man, that week 3 Cincinnati, I still think about it every day. I literally cried. The first time I literally shed a tear. I said, "Oh my God, we got a quarterback." This is the first time they made me cry in a positive way. Last time I shed a tear was what? The Saints game 2017. Oh man, we love Mason Foster tail trying to chase around Alvin Kamara, bro. We was up 11 with 5 minutes left and lost somehow. I'm yapping.
Hoops did me say you too emotional for the games to be on YouTube.
Yeah, be on YouTube. That's me during the draft.
At some points in the game, and it's crazy how like with me and Reedy too, because we in the game, it's like if I'm high, he's low. He like chill, and when he high,
he low.
I'm just chill. Like he could talking about he be in the stand, especially like when we trying to come back and all that. Like I be real chill, and he'll be like, "You ain't no real fan. You just too calm. You ain't yelling. You ain't pumping it to you." Yeah, like he just be like, "Y'all niggas ain't no real fan." I just be like, "This is glued in." But let us be up, and I'm excited. Bobby, I'm trying to get through the rest of the game. So it just be
don't do this to me.
That balance, but it do be funny. But I'm telling you, that Hail Murray game though, it was just like we both just was like stuck, and just like the excitement just hit at the same time. We was like, wow. But nah, though, it be like that. So I could see a watch party, like, you know what I mean, your man just said, being emotional. It could be moments where I'm just sitting there like, and I used to be that. I really used to be that person where, and I'm trying to get out of it, especially with in this age with doing content and, you know what I mean, being a podcast. But I used to not be able to watch games with other people or talk. Right. Like my phone goes on do not disturb. Like I don't care if it's my grandmother calling me. The game is on. Like if it's important, text me and then I call you back type. Like, you know what I mean? Don't bother me. I'm locked in. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't really like going into bars and all that. Now, what we did for the playoffs, that was dope. So that's slightly changing my perspective. But before, I couldn't be in those atmospheres because I just be getting too upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially don't let us be losing. I don't want to have no conversation. Don't say nothing to me.
Like,
don't ask me to pass you nothing. Leave me alone, bro.
Hey, Ray, I made my drink. Fuck out of here.
And that definitely is true. I'm telling you that I felt that we all felt that last year. That Pittsburgh game, don't talk to me the rest of the day. That Eagles Thursday night, Joan. I'm sitting there like.
That was me, the Chicago game 2 years ago when it was Thursday night and DJ Moore went for 210 on us. I cut off the live stream halfway. I said halftime. We cut it off right now. I couldn't do it.
But just imagine like sitting in the stadium. Like we're in the stadium for every game. Like that Bears game that year. Oh my, that was so depressing, bro.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. When we was
like
losing
knowing
like
that they were not that good and they just came there and whooped that shit out of us. Like
bro, even Terry had a bad game. He couldn't catch shit that game. Or that Dallas game. I think it was even earlier that year or the year before. I was at the game with Unc, and like man, it just was like we was.
What was like 20 to the 21-6 game or whatnot.
Yeah, they was just killing us by like halftime. It was just crazy. We couldn't do nothing.
Oh no, I know. It was the one where. I'm thinking of the Dallas game in Dallas where we gave Bland his like 8th pick six. That game depressed me.
Yeah, no, this was a home game. And no, bro, I was at the Deshaun Jackson, LaRon Landry game in the rain. I sat there in the end zone. Like I was in the end zone that he scored in. So I'm like, even before the game, shout out to Gully. I was at the game with Gully, and I'm like, bro, like the LaRon Landry talking all this shit. They're gonna go up top on his ass. First play, Vic. Up top, Deshaun, bucket. It's just like it was just crazy. Then, like I said, on top of that, it was raining. We was getting like demoralized by halftime. Fans was leaving after like the 3rd touchdown in the first quarter. Like it's just crazy. And even the people we was with, like y'all stand. And that's another thing. I'm one of them fans. Like I always believe in the comeback. So like, as long as it's time o'clock, no, I ain't leaving. Like I'm good. I'm gonna sit here. You can go ahead to the car or whatever. That's why I always try to drive because you somebody that's ready to go. Be like, man, nah, I want to sit through this a little bit more. So
it's like, where are you going?
Yeah, like don't, because you never know when you can come back.
And the crazy thing is that the Hail Murray last year, I was in my mind like I'm about to kick it because I was like nah, and I just sat there. And then the whole stadium just stood up for that last play. I don't know why, but everybody just stood up.
And a lot of people had already left.
Yeah, a lot of people left. But
I was getting ready to post. I was getting ready for the 15-12 post. I had my thumb on the trigger. I'm just watching like this ain't gonna go the way it is. Let me just hit caught it. I did all this work. I gotta rework this whole.
Hey, I remember looking at I'm like, yo, he caught it. He caught it. Hey, that shit was Reedy couldn't even breathe. That was a hell of an experience.
Yeah, definitely was. Definitely was. But definitely looking forward now that the schedule has dropped today. Looking forward to it. Anything else y'all want to discuss?
Y'all. How what y'all think about some games though? What games y'all circling away games that you might try to get to? Y'all think y'all can?
I think I think the biggest game I might be able to hitch onto. I was talking this with my pops. Is that Christmas game because he a Dallas fan through and through. So we were debating: do we get tickets now? Do we hold off a minute? Wait for Dallas to be some trash? Maybe it'll go down on price.
That's the only thing. Is like waiting because me and Reedy, we be waiting and waiting, especially the other games too, and get to waiting, and then it'd be last minute. Like, man, I knew I should have bought some months ago.
Yeah, because last time,
no more, y'all.
Yeah, nah,
can't do it.
I think if anybody on the stream is thinking about buying tickets to the Cowboys game, I might got some for sale for you.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. That about like how different it's about to be. Like y'all always at the games. Last year I was at the early games too, like the Giants one, and it was still half Giants, half Commanders. Like it was that
Mm-hmm.
that's no and took over the time of which understandably so because we as a fan base have been battered, bruised, and it's like I'm not about to come out and keep spending my money on a team that ain't good. So but
Yeah,
over time as the season went on and we seen the team actually win games and be competitive and oh they got a real shot to go to the playoffs, stadiums start to be full of just burgundy and gold. Off the rip, that's how it's gonna be this year. Week one, it's go.
Right.
oh
I
yeah,
don't think I'm gonna see a blue in sight. Like it's about to be like crazy. And
best
then
not.
I wonder, like, how is our attendance in Lambeau? I feel like we always got a good showing in Lambeau, and that says a lot because that package, come on, it's the package
Decent.
like that. I feel like we
Yeah.
always have a decent showing. Like even
Mhm.
2019, like
We had a really good showing in Tampa for our playoff game.
oh
Oh, that
that's
was
always
that
a
was a
given.
mini takeover. Yeah, that was a mini
Yeah, that
takeover.
We
was
always taking over them. Like you look at every game we got, we taking over Atlanta, we taking over LA. Everybody does that.
because no one's
We
there's not a Chargers fan in sight.
right. We let's see what else. I feel like we got more overseas fans than Miami. So
Madrid, yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the
let's
well. The
And
fact that they,
a lot of people gonna definitely go to that Madrid game too. A
yeah,
lot of
I
people.
think Hog Farmers just bought their tickets. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I seen
to Chris.
nah, your man Rally Captain.
Oh, okay, oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
they got their packages already
Mhm.
for sale. They're taking down deposits for that game.
That
So
makes sense. I think
yeah.
Minnesota we could do a little bit, but like KC and Philly, those are ones that they that's those
We
gonna
got a
get the
Minnesota. Last time we was in Minnesota was when they had the trash stadium, right?
nah. We played at
We
the
played them
nice
at the new
joint.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that was
at
Dwayne
US Bank.
Haskins'
Yeah,
debut. That was Dwayne Haskins'
that's what that
starting
was.
debut.
I remember there was some people's some of my peoples that went to that game and they was talking about how trash it was. But that was the farewell season. And but they were saying the
Hmm
new one was coming. So I was wondering how
That's
that's
crazy.
how they worked out.
I still remember when Metro was it Metro Dome? What's they old Metro Dome or something like that?
Oh, the
Yeah,
Metrodome.
yeah.
Yeah,
I still remember when it caved in and they kept showing it
from
on.
the
I thought it was
snow.
I thought it was a commercial. I didn't think it was like
Mm-mm.
real. They just
Mm-hmm.
kept playing it. I'm like, it's just a
Yeah,
commercial. But
it's like
I don't think we could take over Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie. Well, it depends how they season going by that time. But
I
Minnesota,
was
they
about to
fan
say.
base is
Yeah, they be lit in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh, it's a strong fan base, but if JJ's not performing, I don't know who's their backup quarterback. Is it Jaron Hall?
Oh shit. Who did
Sam?
no, it's
Oh,
Sam Howell.
it's Sam Howell.
they
Sam
traded
Howell,
for Howell,
Brett
right?
Yeah, from Seattle. Yeah, it's JJ, Sam, and Brett Rippon. Yeah, if they on the down tick and they go to Sam, sorry, Sam.
Sam gonna be like that. I love Sam. I'm always gonna have his back.
Imagine
Give my man another shot. I swear he's good, bro.
could you
Well,
imagine we get there? Sam's
he might
quarterback, he goes for 350 and 3.
he might be damaged goods now because we ruined him, but bro has some problems. I know a good quarterback when I see one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle didn't help him neither.
Yeah. But let me see. Yeah,
That Chargers game
I
gonna
look
be
at that.
real interesting.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting if I'm gonna be able to do the Atlanta and then back to back.
Back to back. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Because I really
Both of them
want to
on
go
your
to
list.
LA. I really want to go to LA.
Because
But you already been to Atlanta, so you might just have to make the
Yeah.
executive and just go to LA.
decision. Like
But
LA's like SoFi's a good stadium, but every time the Chargers home game, they get blown out crowd wise by the opposing team.
Same with the
And
Rams.
same with the Rams, but at least the Rams got a few more people because at least they got a bowl. The Chargers got not like they got Herbert, they got Harbaugh, they got Hampton. So Triple H out there for and then
Larry McConkey.
Lad McConkey. Oh yeah, Ladarius McConkey.
Ladarius.
Like
Sure.
outside of those four, they don't got a whole lot of fan base. Like Niners kill them, Seahawks kill them, Arizona, they kill them too. So no, go ahead.
Niners kill everybody though.
That's also true.
Yeah.
A Niners faithful.
I got another question too before we head out. How y'all feeling about Trey Hendrickson? Putting out all this, what's going on with the contract situation, and do you think
I was debating if I bring that up?
do you think AP is on the phones?
I don't. I feel like that as much as I would love to do it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like they're just gonna stick with what we got. I feel like we're gonna go very scheme heavy this year in terms of the scheming of pressure and sacks return. Instead of having a name figure, right? Like last year, Dante Fowler was the name figure because he
Name
had double
figure.
digit sacks. I don't
Yep.
expect that out of nobody. I just expect a bunch of collective rushing as a unit. Jacob Martin may had 3.5. You may turn around. Like the stat wise ain't gonna show a dominant performance from a player, but a team wise, that's how I see us scheming up our pressure. And I think we'll end up drafting the edge main priority probably next year. Like me personally, I would love to do it, but I don't see Adam Peters doing it now.
I don't see it anymore. I think if like I brought it up last week, but I was listening to Rio and Lake this afternoon, and they brought up a good point. Is they're gonna go the cheaper veteran route. We said it last week. Vaughn, Judon, Za'Darius. Maybe wait and see what teams cut when they go from 90 to 53 this offseason. There might be a surprising name like that just gets cut because he's no good. Like what I love trading the DMV, yes, he would be exactly what we need to say, okay, you've got your number one on one side. They're gonna give a double team to Trey. That means they're gonna give a double team to Duran. That means you leave Dorrance and Johnny on a one-on-one or unblocked. We can work with that. What I do next year's first for Trey, I think it's still rich. Unless we're picking like 28, 29, 30, same spot, or bet like 32. Like we're sitting at 32 next year, and they say we'll give you Trey for 32. You essentially just drafted him. That's what you really did, because there's not a whole lot of talent as of now that's going to be worth that 32nd overall pick that you're going to get extreme value for, unlike Philly did this year with Jahad Campbell. So, I love it, yes. Do I see it happening? Not anymore.
Yeah, I think the ship sailed on that, and I feel like we don't have any capital to give up to get him at this point. Would love to have him. I think he brings immediate relief to a position of need that we have. But to Juan's point, I do believe it's going to be a by committee thing. I don't think when we went into last year, we didn't expect Dante Fowler Jr. to have 10 sacks. So I think, with overall, better play up front totally, I feel like somebody could, sneakily pop out and, get you that. But I feel like if things work out how we think with Trey Amos on the outside, and you put Mikey back in the inside, then he's a blitzer. So then you got Louisville blitzing too. So I feel like that helps that pressure coming off the edges can make people fall into sacks, like he tackles or stepping up in a defensive end may fall into a sack or something like that, depending on what type of pressure packages that they put on people. And then also we got McGee and some of those other faster linebackers that could probably blitz too. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a committee thing. So I don't think they're going to go with that right now. I could see them maybe bringing in one of those free agents later, but that's to be seen on that one. But I don't think that Hendrickson, it's going to cost too much. It don't make sense. I feel like you got to sign Terry, then you got to figure out what you're going to do with people next year. So it's just given what we got, I don't think it makes sense.
Not what we have left. Bleacher Report last night, I put it on the story. They were saying give up the 2026 third and the 2027 third for Trey. If it was that low, teams would have jumped on this back in March. They would have done this. I'm starting to
I was thinking that might have been it now, though, because they probably I was hearing they wanted a first and kind of something like a second, a whole package. Then I think now with him exposing them like that, they losing leverage. So that drops the price.
Well, between that and then their first round pick, Shamar Stewart, he hasn't signed his rookie deal because they lowballed the hell out of him.
Yeah, but I thought you couldn't
do
that.
Deals was kind of like
they are what they are.
They are what they are. But
I think you can elect fully guaranteed versus something else, right?
You can do a full guarantee. I forget, was it Booker or Loveland got theirs fully guaranteed, which is like 48 mil 4 years. But the one thing with Cincinnati, because I was talking with this, I forget with who. Cincinnati is the only team that doesn't have injury guarantees on their rookie deals. The only team. So Kane, Jalen, Josh, Trey, and Ja'Cory, if they got injured week 1, they're guaranteed, let's say $125. Let's say $1.25 million for the injuries for the rest of the season. So they're guaranteed. I've got $1 million hit in my bank account in the next 12 months. Cincinnati don't have that. Cincinnati cheap. There's a reason why Ocho was a Bengal. They cheap.
Go ahead.
So
Ocho said the other day he preferred Waffle House steak over a Wagyu. Like, what? Yeah, I was watching that joint on the nightcap. Unc was definitely somebody. Yeah, I want that $1,000 Wagyu. It's $1,000 ounce. I want to give me that 8 ounce
lawsuits. What you talking about?
He was like, yeah, go ahead, give me that. No, he was like, give me that 12 ounce, and he was like $1,000 an ounce. Like, yeah, just go ahead and give me the Waffle House steak and eggs. I'm good.
So $12,000.
Yeah, I ain't paying no $1,000 no ounce. That's a little bit crazy.
That's why Michelle left.
Really good. I done had some Wagyus and all of these top tier steaks, and I ain't paid that much. So
it ain't worth it sometimes. This is why Michelle loved it. That's why Unc single.
We went to the Salt Bay restaurant when we was in Miami, and the steak was bomb. And it was a very expensive night, but it wasn't $1,000 an ounce. Hell no.
Yeah. But Waffle House, Och. Not even like Texas Roadhouse. Not even not even like
Outback.
$20 steak.
The Waffle House.
I ain't surprised when Matt Ocho said he take a girl out. They splitting the burger from McDonald's. Hey.
Oh,
I respect. If Ocho really lived like that, I respect it.
I respect it.
I think it's cap, bro. Nobody living like that's cap, bro.
Nah, dude.
Like, come on, Ocho. I can see them wearing the fake jewelry and all the stuff and getting stuff given to you and all that. But come on, bro, you ain't that cheap.
Just living at the stadium for 2 years
with a girl. Come on, bro. Yeah, and what girl of what stature is accepting that? Like, honestly.
Well, I mean, they're in Cincinnati, so
I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, no, I couldn't. What Ocho would be just be on whatever. He'd be going to Stephen A podcast. Yeah, I'd go from 3 to 11. Like, what you talking about?
Hilarious. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah, Bleacher Report got us going 10-7.
All right.
I don't know. My disrespect meter is slowly rising. Not gonna lie.
This is my early predictions. I don't really want to make predictions, but I say 12-5 or 13-4.
Yeah, that's respectable. I can see a 12-5 season again.
I'm gonna go 11-6. I think there's gonna be one game that just surprises us for no reason. I'm gonna go 11-6. I'm gonna play it safe. But with the way the Eagles defense went down and their schedule, there's something to say we can't win the division at 11-6. Because I'm gonna bet now. Week 17 Dallas, Week 18 Philly is gonna determine the division. I don't think it's locked up by Week 15, Week 16. I think it's gonna be one of those last 2 games that says you win this in division game. You've got your NFC East champions.
Yeah, could be that because it ain't been no back. No back-to-backs
since I've been alive. Like, this is insane.
So my question to y'all is, like, who is on Hard Knocks in season this year for the division team? Like,
they did AFC North last year. They do division by division. So I think is it already put out?
No, it's not out yet.
I can see the AFC South. I can see the South doing it. Cam Ward rebuild, AR Richardson. What is he going to do with Danny Dimes? Caleb Williams round trip 2 around the sun, and then CJ Stroud. Your junior year, do you come back or do you stay the sophomore slouch? I can see the AFC South being in Hard
Wait,
Knocks.
who'd you say?
said
Caleb
Caleb Williams.
Williams?
Or not
NFC.
Caleb
Yeah,
Williams.
NFC
My
North.
bad. Not Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. There we
Trevor
go.
Lawrence,
Sunshine.
man.
Sunshine.
I was trying to figure out what team you left out. I couldn't remember.
It's Trevor Lawrence is Sunshine.
I feel like
I think we're more intriguing.
marketable.
I mean, yeah, you got us.
NFC East is
of course,
more marketable.
you got the JD5 thing. You got
Yeah.
Dak on his return and Dre's antics. You got the Giants on their quarterback carousel trying to figure it out when they got weapons. And then you got, the defending champs. I think.
Yeah, I feel like the storylines is like leading it towards. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the NFC East, like you said, given the caliber of players in positions. Like then you got the battle between Russ and Jameis. Then
That's
you got
hilarious.
the black quarterbacks throughout the NFC. That's a storyline.
Yeah.
Then you
And
got
are going to ruin it.
JD5. Then you still got Hurts. They're the defending champs. There's so many storylines that they can spin that shit. So that's why I say it's marketable. And then I don't think they're going to stay. If they were in the AFC last year, they're not going to stay in the AFC this year. It's all dependent on who they pick for the summer Hard Knocks too.
Right.
So with that, and then they obviously changed the rules on who could be on it. So it's more teams are in the pool now. So
I mean, it was going to be UNC, but apparently Jordan said no.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I can see. I already said I can see the NFC East. But
Let's
all the
keep it a
receivers.
buck. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
What'd
go
you
ahead.
say, Juan?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, my bad. Yeah, it cut out again. Nah, I was gonna say, like, who wants to see the AFC South? Like, come on, let's keep it
Nobody.
honest.
Keep it a
I
buck.
get Cam Ward is number one overall pick. I'm giving up on Anthony Richardson, man. I'm telling you, I'm thinking like this dude is gonna take off. Oh man.
Just put him at running back or tight end.
Yeah, CJ Stroud, he didn't have as bad as a season as people making it out to seem. He did what he could with what happened to the situation. And then Jackson, who wants to see Jackson? Trevor Lawrence, man. Like,
only thing exciting in Jacksonville is Travis Hunter now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could play into marketing. Is you got Travis Hunter, the only two-way player in the league. They're gonna play.
Hey, I was just gonna say
He's
that
he's been getting more media than Cam Moore, number one overall pick.
the way that they love Travis Hunter in the media, that might be enough to power
entice them.
I feel like Cam Ward got the number one pick because it's a quarterback driven league. Realistically, player wise, I mean, he's all right. I mean, if you put him in the draft class last year, does he sniff before the 5th round? If we being honest,
Cam Ward, yeah. I would have taken
sniffed.
Cam over. I would have taken him over probably Penix. I think Cam would have snuck in over Penix.
I don't
So
agree.
that's over. So that's over Knicks. That's
don't
over. Yeah,
I don't think he would have. He wouldn't.
I would
all of the 5 quarterbacks that went last year. He would have not gotten over them.
I would have taken
sense.
Knicks over Cam. I think I would have taken Cam over Mike just purely based on age, nutrition, and injury. I think just purely based on that, I would have done that. But again, that's why I'm not a GM.
John Air had your head on a pitchfork, man.
I mean.
Hey,
Be it as it may.
What is John Kuiper Jr.?
Dude, what is this discount Nico Harrison doing in my GM office?
Good.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Nico looking real smart right now, though. So hey, if that's your lane.
Trading Luca for Cooper Flag.
Dude,
And you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna trade that one pick. Let's be honest.
That shit rigged. It
That
gotta
shit
be.
rigged.
It don't even.
Yeah,
make,
no,
it
I
can't even
hate
seem
that.
like it's not.
I hate that lottery. And Ian Rappaport, was it Ian Rappaport? I love Ian Rappaport, man. But I think he said one of his worst takes today. I think it was Ian Rappaport. If it wasn't him, God forbid me putting some bane on his name. It was one of these known media members that was like, yeah, bringing the NFL draft lottery like the NBA would be such a smart idea. No.
People
The
been
NBA
talking about that. No way.
The NBA needs to copy what the NFL is doing. Just give the number one pick to the worst team.
What's going to happen is they're going to tank for. That's what's going to happen is what some teams allegedly do is now they're going to tank for Cooper Flag or they're going to tank for for Wembanyama, or they're going to tank for KD or whoever comes out, not KD, but whoever comes out next year. They're going to say, "Oh, would you look at that? 100 and something games. We go about 40 and 95. Oh, that's just a curious number one.
It was Adam Schefter.
I forget where I was at, but I heard like a story how the NBA, the owner and the lady that owns Dallas, she wants to get that team out of Dallas. She wants to go to Vegas.
I heard about that. That's not happening.
And trading Luka was kind of like one of the first steps, like letting it be known, like, all right, we ain't doing that unless I get rid of Luka. So I think the NBA was trying to, get flagged there to kind of, because the NBA don't want to lose that Dallas market in a sense.
Because it's a big market.
Yeah, because it's still a big market, even though Vegas probably would be a much bigger market, but they're still trying to keep it in Dallas for now. So I think that's why they did that, to kind of make that statement, like, all right, we're gonna throw you get rid of Luka, we're gonna throw you Cooper Flag. Now you gotta stay.
Well, now Dallas has the 2 first overall pick for basketball. It's WNBA and the NBA. They took Paige Beckers, and now they got Cooper Flag.
My Wizards are doomed.
I'd say y'all went 6. That was insanity.
That was the worst possible outcome for us.
I think maybe
I thought it was a lock for the Wizards to.
I thought it was too.
Be in the top 2.
You know what's crazy though? But Cooper Flag going to a quote unquote championship contender.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get ready for the Wizards to draft another overseas forward out of like, man, they
Yugoslavia.
Yeah, right. It's funny because it's funny how times have changed. Because Wizards fans frustrated. Nets fans are frustrated because we lost 6 straight. The Caps is down 3-1 or whatever. So I'm reading the comments and
we ain't gonna
talking
about that one. We ain't gonna start talking about that. Keep that on the top.
No. I ain't about to talk about it. Look. I'm just saying, right? The right now the city is down bad. You know,
I heard him. I gave him points on that one.
I was just saying, but I was saying
I don't
because
understand it, bro. Like,
I swear, the
Nationals are winning right now. That makes it feel. The Nationals are winning right now.
Yeah, nah. What I was gonna say though was like, it's funny how times have changed because the comment section is all filled. They like, at least we got the Commanders. They like Jay and Daniels, please save. Like, it has never been like that. It's always been at least we got the Capitals. Like that. Now it's, hey, look, at least we got the Commanders. All right, like I love that. It's like it ain't never been like that. The Hurricanes always do us boosting in the playoffs though, but I don't get it.
Nah, they don't. The last time we got them when we won it, but we just look slow. That's all.
But didn't they go 7 in 2018 or no? I'm tripping.
Was it 7 or was it 6? I can't remember. I think it might have. I don't remember.
Yeah,
we ended up because that's when Snetchnikov was rookie and Ovi punished him. They got to fighting. Yeah, that shit was crazy. But they just look so much faster than us, bro. Like, we just look slow. We can't keep the puck in the zone. We just can't do shit.
It's all good. Jane Daniels gonna save us, man. Give us some skates.
Do it. But man, tap in with us next Wednesday for our next episode of the Burgundy Breakdown. Where we're going to tap into more what's to come. What we got on the schedule for next week as far as NFL. Like, what is that? It's a mini camp. Is something next week? What's next week?
OTAs coming up, right?
OTAs should be.
Oh, speaking of, before we go, I want to tap on this. So I was searching for this, and I'm wondering if any of y'all seen it. Did Gabe make? Did he get?
No,
they didn't say anything per se to that. They said he definitely did well. They were also talking about how we released the safety.
Trey Rucker.
Yeah, he
Oklahoma State
be picked up, but nothing official has been said from there. But I haven't seen where they picked up anybody.
No, they have the 10 UDFAs. They had the rookie minicamp where he was the invite. They released a guard and
Bringing
Rucker the state
they're bringing the guy
Yeah,
from Baltimore, right?
to bring the guy. Yeah, bring the guy from Baltimore. Because like Lewis was talking about this when he had Gabe on his show recently, was they haven't extended anything out to him yet. I could see, I can see them reaching out, come OTAs, come, training camp to do it. But I think right now it's just figuring out who's the full 90-man roster. We got our 5 draft picks. We got our 10 UDFAs. We got our 15 free agent signings. What else do we got to figure out this roster? I think Gabe's going to come back, but nothing's official. Nothing's probably going to be official for a little bit.
Man, if Gabe Taylor make this roster, the fan base is going to go insane. His jersey's going to sell out. Probably going to top Jaden Daniels for #1 seller.
Yeah.
They want him to make the roster so bad, and I do too. But I already kept it a buck in my video. I don't want him to make the roster because I think he's that good of a safety.
No sympathy.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say that's exactly why I want him to make the roster. I ain't gonna lie. I want him to make it solely off of his last name. I'm sorry. I don't cause if he wasn't a Taylor, we wouldn't even be talking about him. So it's like
Exactly.
that's the only reason why I want him to make the roster so he can get the opportunity to somewhat follow his brother's footsteps. But like,
Yeah, I don't even know about making a roster, but even if he's a practice squad player, that's good for us.
Yeah, but if he's a practice squad player, there's no reason for someone else to come up and say, "I'll take some of that."
Well, if that's the case, they would have plucked him now. He's on. I mean, he did get offers from other to come in on the rookie minicamp, but if that was the case, they would pluck him now. He would be signed to somebody. Like, because I mean, you come in for a tryout. Okay, I come in for a tryout because this is my brother's team, and his legacy and his lineage and stuff like that. But if they haven't said that they're going to sign me, I'm trying to get to the league at all points. Yeah. So at that point, then okay, well maybe fuck the Commanders. I got to go elsewhere because it's about trying to get in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
So they're saying under important dates, rookie mini camp was over on the 11th. Yep. So we are now we're now in the second of phase 2, which was May 12th through the 15th. So that ends tomorrow. Then you got May 19th through the 22nd. And phase 2 consists of 3 weeks of a program. On-field workouts includes individual group instruction and drills, as well as perfect play drills. Drills and plays for offensive players lining up across from offensive players and defensive players lining up across defensive players. Conducted at a walkthrough pace. No live contact or team offense versus defense. Drills are permitted. Yeah, so no 11 on 11s.
Nope. Our OTAs don't start until the 28th. Like officially start.
So 2 weeks. When is rookie minicamp? June what? I mean, not rookie. Excuse me. Minicamp.
Regular minicamp is June 10th through the 12th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's about. It's 2 minicamps before training camp. Right? It was just 1.
Yeah, it's the phase. It's just mini camp before training camp.
Mm-hmm.
So once that happens, then they go away for that month, and then they come back the middle or the end of July.
Yeah, like end of July, beginning of August. Yeah.
Correct. And then that's when training camp rolls into the preseason.
Yep, I'm gonna try and come up for training camp at least one of these days.
Yeah, training camp be lit.
I just realized before we get out of here. The Chiefs-Eagles Week 2 matchup is not in prime time. That's a 4:25 game.
That's America's game of the week, though, right? Fox.
I don't think so. Cause I just saw it. I don't even think that's a 4. I don't think so. Damn it, my phone don't recognize me. How dare you?
If you don't see me, I mean, it could be depending on what network it's on. If it's on Fox, then that's the game of the week.
It's on Fox, but they haven't announced a game of the week. They've already announced Lions Commanders game of the week for Week 10.
That guy be game of the week. I don't see that just being. And even if it's not, Eagles fan base and Chiefs fan base is too strong. That's going to turn into the game of the week.
Yeah, here we go. Week 2 game of the week. Chiefs, Eagles. Week 3 Dallas, Chicago, whatever reason. Week 5 Detroit, Cincinnati. Week 7 us and Dallas. Week 10 us and Detroit. 12, Eagles, Dallas. 13, so Thanksgiving, Green Bay, Detroit, obviously. 14, Cincinnati, Buffalo. 15, Lions, Rams. 17, Eagles, Bills. 18, Cowboys, Giants. So Cowboys got 4 games of the weeks right now, and Philly's got 3.
The Eagles play. You said the Eagles play the Bills.
Eagles play the Bills week 17. That's gonna be hot.
So what division is it? We got the 2 games. Because I think we played the 2 seed or however it worked. How they explained it. It was a video on NFL explaining how the schedules come about or whatever. Like as far as the conference and stuff like that.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. So week 7, us and Dallas. So that's in division. Week 10, us and Detroit. That's the NFC Championship rematch.
So the Bills is AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Bills are East, AFC East.
AFC East.
Yeah, Bills are AFC East. So we have a North. There's not a single South team in any of these games of the weeks right now. Not a single South. We have NFC East, AFC East, NFC North, AFC North, NFC West, AFC West. Yeah, so not a South, not a Southern Conference.
I gotta do a better job of learning it like by North, South, East, West. Because sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't got it.
The NFL is a little tricky with theirs, though.
Yeah.
Y'all stuck in the 80s, huh? When it was the Central. Nah,
Because I remember the days when the Phoenix Cardinals were in the NFC East.
yeah.
Like how?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, just like the Cowboys.
Yeah, like that was
Who should replace Dallas if it was going off of how it should be? Washington, New York, Philly. Like who would it be?
If we're going by region, it'd be Baltimore.
Well, but then
no, it'd be an NFC team, not an AFC team.
Yeah, like,
so then it'd be the Panthers.
Atlanta.
It'd be Carolina. No, but Carolina, the closest one.
Yeah, Carolina, the closest.
And then we'd have 2 Giants teams in the division.
Nah, just give me Dallas. I like Carolina too much. It's like I wouldn't want them to be a rival. That's like our second biggest market in terms of fans. We take over Carolina every time we play.
Yeah,
and I rock with Bryce Young. So
I mean, it's not hard to take over when their tickets are $3 each. So it's not hard to take over.
For real.
Bryce Young was fucking.
This a make or break year for him. I'm sorry.
It truly is.
Comes to mind if he don't turn it around.
Who, Bryce Young?
Yes.
I think he did enough last year. Yeah,
I'm just saying he was better. I don't want hoop. See, like this is what we do. We can't do that. Did not hoop. He was better.
I'm with Z on that one. My man was.
He did not hoop. Come on.
That Philly game by itself. Xavier Leggett, man, listen, man, cool,
he saved his career.
The Chiefs game.
Yeah, but this is a make or break season for him too. This is what, year 3?
It's crazy he was.
Year 3.
It's crazy he was Ja'Cory Brooks' quarterback though.
Yeah, first year for Brooks at Alabama. Well, 2 years.
I'm looking at the highlights. I'm like, is that Bryce?
Is that Bryce Young? I mean, Bryce can save his O-line regardless, but he was throwing bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Thank y'all for signing on for this edition of the Burgundy Breakdown. I'm Reedy.
I'm Z.
I'm John.
And I'm 17-01.